My video for November 12th, 2017 is entitled, quote, "There is no incurable," end quote, and that was Bruno Groening. And the blurb goes like this, and it's also a quote from Bruno Groening materials. "A divine power exists and it can heal." Bruno Groening, 1906 to 1959, a simple German man, had very precise intuitive knowledge of this energy, and through his teachings made it freely available to everyone. Thousands of people have been helped by this ancient knowledge. The Bruno Groening Circle of Friends passes on these simple teachings free of charge and offers information lectures throughout the world. The lecture will cover 1. Detailed explanation of medically documented healings. 2. Testimonials from local people who have been healed through the teachings. 3. Reports about people cured of addiction, depression, and anxiety. 4. Demonstration of how to absorb the healing energy. Come and experience the healing power for yourself in a simple, natural way. I'm going to be gone most of the day today. The thing starts at 11 a.m. In the morning and goes till 9 o'clock tonight, which is a very long day. There are 2 breaks for refreshments, lunch, etc. So there will be some breaks in the day, but it's going to be a very long day for me. And the event that I'm going to be at today is generally not open to the public. It's open to people who are already part of the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends, and I guess they will be coming from all over the Central Florida area. I don't know exactly how far people are going to come, but it will be held in a local hotel here in Melbourne, Florida. And tomorrow night we will have an open meeting at Unity Church in which people can come and be introduced to the Bruno teachings for the first time. It will be approximately an hour and a half meeting in which we do Einstellen, and that's a word, a German word, and of course Bruno was German, and so everything is, there's 3 basic words, and don't ask me what they are because I don't remember in this moment in time, and I didn't when I was preparing the notes for the video. I didn't choose to memorize them, and I don't use those words, and I'm probably not one of the greatest practitioners of the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends because I still talk to Jesus, or at least God, and I still try my best to be on a spiritual path that unites, and that's the one thing that I have in common with Bruno. He wasn't about separation of religions. In fact, people that are part of the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends come from various religious backgrounds, or even no religious background at all, because healing is something that is for humanity. And we have been deceived all of our lives by people trying to create religions. Religions bind people. They are not something that liberates us and sets us free. And Bruno was all about the healing energy that flowed through him and helped heal others just by his gaze. And Bracco, another healer who's still alive, has been doing the same thing, just simply gazing, and people would get healed and up from their wheelchairs, etc. And in the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends, there are many medical doctors that confirm the before and after story. So it should be an interesting Sunday and Monday evening as we focus on the gifts that Bruno brought to our attention. And there are many things being brought to our attention now that we need to pay attention to. We need to stop dividing over religious differences and recognize that that spirituality is based on love. It's not based on one religion being superior or better than another. That is total BS. That is part of the deception that was planted in our mindset to control us, not to liberate us, not to set us free. If we could only get beyond that and start loving ourselves and loving our neighbor as ourselves, we could literally change the world pretty much overnight. It could happen, but it can't happen as long as you have people arguing over which religious figure was the most important. The most important religious figure is an invisible figure. It's the Christ or the Buddha that's within us. It's the nature of the divine that's in all of us. All things were made by the Creator, and without him nothing was made that is made. Nothing. In him was the light of men, and the light shined into the darkness, but the darkness didn't comprehend it. And the darkness has been at work trying to keep us. Darkness has taken on a personality, in other words, and tried to keep us from growing, keep us from knowing the truth that we are love, that we are light, that we are vessels containing everything. We are infinite beings, having experiences in time. That's not an illusion. I know there's a lot of my friends that say it's all just an illusion, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters very much how we treat this thing. If we treat it like it's an illusion, like it doesn't matter, then we are part of the deception, because it does matter. This is what creates the whatever world comes after it. And if we believe it's just an illusion and it doesn't matter, we're not going to repair the problems, the diseases, the sicknesses, whether they're mental or spiritual. We're not going to cure them and bring healing to ourselves and to our posterity by continuing in the same rut we've been traveling in forever and ever. We have to rise up, which is why I like the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends. It doesn't recognize the barriers that have been falsely erected to separate us, but rather the love and the healing energy and the good things that have been given to us as gifts to bring us together and to let us experience fulfillment in life, which if we're honest with ourselves, most of us do not experience fulfillment in our lives. We experience more division, more pain, more suffering, more disease, and we experience sometimes very painful, long-lasting death processes where we're dying and dying and dying while we're still alive. And these things have to change. And Bruno is, to me, one of the heroic voices of the 20th century that brought a message that has the power to actually liberate us. Now, he ended up dying early, and he said, but I won't, even though I'm dying and I'm leaving the physical body, I will still be here. You can call me and I will do my best to help you. I will be a mediator, an intermediary, to bring healing to you. And then the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends was founded after that by people who got the message that he was still here to help us. Now, it is quite an organization. I don't agree with all the ways that the organization operates in every detail, although I am the treasurer of the local group, believe it or not. And I really respect the 88-year-old lady who runs the local group, who is an amazing, gifted lady who has experienced healing for herself. When I first met her, she was using a walker. She was not in good physical shape, but now she walks, and she walks her dog, and she's just vibrant, and she's 88 years old. B, we love you. Her actual name is Bingul, Bingul, which is a Turkish name. She's from Turkey. So, folks, I want you to understand that if we're going to be free, we have to get beyond the things that have been used to divide us and separate us from one another, and we need to get back to the basics of loving one another and accepting one another, just because all things are made by God, and without him nothing is made that is made. Thank you for listening, and namaste.